And we all want everything to just be over and done and Tammy to be okay. Ain't no time for you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, sis.
1,000-Pound Sisters. The relationship between Tammy Slaton and Andrea Dalton has become one of the most closely watched storylines surrounding 1,000-Pound Sisters. Fans have followed their journey from an unexpected romance to living together and eventually becoming engaged. But imagine if everything suddenly changed. What if the relationship fans thought was heading toward marriage reached a breaking point? What if one argument became too much? And what if Andrea finally told Tammy that she could no longer continue living in what she considered an unhealthy relationship? That is the shocking fictional scenario at the center of today's story. For Tammy Slaton, love had not always been simple. After years of highly publicized struggles, Tammy had entered a new chapter of her life. Her health journey had transformed dramatically, and her relationship with Andrea Dalton gave viewers another side of her personality. The pair first became known to viewers during season 7, after meeting through a dating app. Their relationship developed gradually, and Tammy initially worried about how her family would react. Eventually, however, the relationship became much more serious. By 2025, Tammy had publicly referred to Andrea as her fiancé. Later, viewers saw the couple taking major steps toward building a life together. In January 2026, reports surrounding Season 8 described Tammy agreeing to move in with Andrea after Andrea asked whether she wanted to share a home. It seemed like the beginning of something permanent. But relationships can look completely different behind closed doors. And that is where our fictional story begins. In this imagined storyline, Tammy and Andrea had been under increasing pressure. Their lives were changing quickly. Tammy was becoming more independent. She was dealing with family conflicts, major personal changes, and the demands of filming reality television. Andrea, meanwhile, wanted stability. At first, the differences seemed manageable. Tammy wanted spontaneity. Andrea wanted structure. Tammy wanted to spend more time with family. Andrea wanted their home to become their private space. Neither woman believed those differences would destroy their relationship, but small disagreements began turning into bigger arguments. One fictional evening, a disagreement over family plans became the argument that changed everything. Tammy accused Andrea of trying to control her decisions. Andrea denied it. Instead, she argued that she was simply asking Tammy to respect the life they were trying to build together. The conversation became emotional, and eventually, both women walked away without resolving anything. In this fictional version of events, Andrea eventually reached her limit. She sat down with Tammy and explained that she was exhausted, not necessarily because she had stopped caring, but because she believed their communication had become unhealthy. Tammy was stunned. She expected another argument. She didn't expect Andrea to question the future of their relationship. "Are you saying we're over?" Tammy asked. Andrea didn't answer immediately. That silence said everything. Tammy became emotional. For someone who had already experienced enormous changes in her personal life, the possibility of losing another important person was devastating. But Andrea insisted that she wasn't trying to hurt Tammy. She wanted Tammy to understand that love alone could not solve every problem. Then came the word that would send fictional fans into a frenzy. "I'm tired of this feeling toxic," Andrea said. In this fictional storyline, Tammy immediately rejected the description. She argued that every couple fights. Every relationship has difficult periods. And no relationship is perfect. But Andrea believed the issue wasn't one argument. It was a pattern. The two women allegedly couldn't agree about boundaries, family involvement, and their future. Tammy felt Andrea was becoming distant. Andrea felt Tammy wasn't listening. Both believed they were being misunderstood. And both were convinced they had tried. That was when Andrea made the fictional decision that Tammy never expected. She wanted to separate. Tammy was heartbroken. She asked Andrea whether there was another person. Andrea said no. She asked whether Andrea had stopped loving her. Again, Andrea's answer wasn't simple. She still cared. That made the situation even more painful. There was no villain. There was no dramatic betrayal. There was simply a relationship that had become difficult to maintain. Tammy reportedly told Andrea in this fictional scene that she didn't want to lose the life they had built together. She reminded Andrea of their first conversations, their dates, their private jokes, their plans, their engagement, their dreams of a future together. But Andrea remained firm, at least for the moment. News of the fictional breakup quickly reached Tammy's family. Amy was shocked. Chris was concerned. Amanda wanted to know what had happened. Misty tried to stay neutral. Everyone had a different opinion. Some family members believed Tammy needed time alone. Others hoped the couple could eventually reconcile. But Tammy wasn't ready to hear advice. She wanted Andrea back. In one emotional fictional scene, Tammy admitted that she had imagined Andrea being part of her future. Marriage, a home, a quiet life. And suddenly, all of those plans seemed uncertain. Amy Slaton's relationship with Tammy had already experienced plenty of tension. So when Amy learned that Tammy and Andrea were supposedly separating, she didn't know whether she should intervene. The sisters had spent years fighting and reconciling. Amy knew better than anyone that family relationships could become complicated. But she also knew that Tammy was hurting. Amy approached her cautiously. Instead of criticizing Andrea, Amy asked Tammy one question. "What do you want?" Tammy didn't hesitate. "I want her." Amy understood. But she also warned Tammy that wanting someone back wasn't enough. If the relationship was going to survive, something had to change. In this fictional storyline, Andrea also struggled emotionally. She didn't celebrate the breakup. She didn't immediately move on. She spent nights thinking about whether she had made the right decision. She remembered why she had fallen for Tammy. She remembered their first conversations. She remembered how excited Tammy had been when she agreed to move in. And she remembered the engagement. That made the breakup even harder. Andrea wasn't walking away because she suddenly hated Tammy. She was walking away because she believed the relationship needed a major reset. The engagement ring became the most emotional symbol of the fictional breakup. Tammy couldn't decide what to do with it. She finally placed it inside a small box. She didn't throw it away. She wasn't ready. That tiny decision became symbolic. The relationship might have ended, but Tammy hadn't emotionally accepted that it was over forever. The biggest lesson from this fictional story is that relationships are complicated. Fans often see couples through edited television episodes, social media clips, and headlines. But real relationships contain thousands of private moments that audiences never see. In our fictional scenario, Tammy and Andrea don't end because one person is evil. They end because two people who loved each other couldn't figure out how to move forward together. And that makes the story far more emotional. Because sometimes a breakup isn't about betrayal. Sometimes it is about two people realizing they need different things. Outside this fictional storyline, the available reporting tells a very different story. Recent coverage published in July 2026 described Tammy and Andrea as engaged, with Tammy discussing Andrea's proposal and saying she was excited about their future together. TLC's official £1,000 Sisters page also lists Season 8 episodes involving Tammy and Andrea, including an episode called Some Borrowed, Someone's Blue, where Tammy is described as facing the possibility of losing Andrea. That means viewers may see relationship conflict unfold on television, but a headline claiming that Andrea has definitively dumped Tammy and that their relationship has ended forever should not be treated as established fact without a direct confirmation. And perhaps that's what makes the storyline so compelling. Tammy's journey has always been about change. Her weight loss journey, her independence, her family relationships, her romantic life, and now her future. Whatever happens next, fans will undoubtedly be watching. For this fictional scenario, however, the final question remains. Could Tammy and Andrea find their way back to each other? Or was the fictional breakup truly the end? Only time, and the next chapter of their story would tell. Wedding venue. Their original plan fell through, but they found another haunted location that works for the whole family, the Talbot Inn. They have rooms where Abraham Lincoln and Jesse James stayed, Levorn shares. Amy adds that they went ghost hunting at the venue before agreeing to get married there, an idea that visibly unsettles Tammy. Amy casually asks her siblings, including Brittany, to be part of her wedding party, explaining that their only job is to find something they're comfortable wearing in her color. Everyone is stunned. Until that moment, Amy hadn't officially asked anyone to be in her wedding. Later in the episode, Amy is supposed to join Tammy at an animal shelter. After asking what kinds of animals will be there and citing lingering PTSD from her camel bite, Amy decides not to go. This season, Amy is deep in wedding planning mode as she prepares to marry Brian in a Halloween celebration that promises to be anything but ordinary. Tammy is embracing a life-altering new chapter of her own. Following her transformative skin removal surgery, she's officially adulting and taking on a volunteer position at an animal shelter and more responsibilities than ever at nearly 40, according to TLC's description of the new season. In the new episode, after her life-altering skin removal surgery, Tammy is ready to find her calling and starts her first day as an animal shelter volunteer. Amy makes a big decision for the wedding, and Chris tries to orchestrate peace between Tammy and Amy. The bad blood stems from Amy abruptly leaving town after Tammy. Tammy underwent bariatric surgery in mid-2022, and since then, fans have continued to witness her transformation on both TV and on social media, with the latest update seeing the social media personality reveal in the Season 8 premiere that she had lost 560 pounds. She now weighs roughly 180 pounds, down from over 700 at her heaviest following her excess skin removal surgery in Season 7. "I used to fold my underwear and had to go like this to do it," Tammy added, stretching her arms out to their full length. "And now it's like this," she added, barely holding her arms apart. "It's so dainty, and it's so weird. I look at them and it's like, this ain't mine. This isn't mine." I mean, it's still that mindset. Along with the major health update, the latest season has also treated fans to a snap of Tammy as a kid. TLC star Tammy Slaton now weighs roughly 180 pounds, down from over 700 at her heaviest, in Stager. "I didn't think I'd ever see Tammy moving around like she is now," he began before adding, "When she was this tall, she was built like a bull, but she was cute as a button. Solid as the Rock of Gibraltar." After catching light of the snap, which showed a young Tammy wearing a floral dress and an orange jacket while holding a yellow bucket, fans rushed in to share their reactions. One fan beamed, "Tammy is the best success story ever. So glad to see she overcame such childhood dysfunction." All of them. "God bless this family," gushed a second as a third chimed in, "OMG, she looked like Honey Boo Boo when she was little." Season 8 of 1,000 Pounds Sisters premieres January 6th on TLC and streaming platforms. Amy plans a unique Halloween wedding. Tammy embraces independence post-surgery and new opportunities. Amy's fiancé, Brian, is a sports journalist. Tammy remains in a relationship with Andrea. From Tammy's budding relationship and long-awaited skin removal surgery to Amy's shocking arrest and whirlwind. 1,000 Pounds Sisters. What began as a show documenting the health struggles and weight loss journeys of sisters Amy Slaton and Tammy Slaton eventually evolved into a much broader portrait of family life, relationships, and personal transformation. Over the seasons, viewers have watched the Slaton family celebrate major milestones, endure heartbreaking challenges, and navigate conflicts that felt deeply real rather than staged. Among the family members who became increasingly central to the show is Amanda Halterman, whose outspoken personality and fierce loyalty have made her one of the most talked-about figures on the series. Recently, Amanda once again found herself at the center of attention, but this time it wasn't because of a dramatic moment on the show. Instead, it was due to a wave of negative comments circulating online after images and discussions about her wedding surfaced among fans. Weddings are meant to be joyous occasions, moments where families gather to celebrate love, commitment, and new beginnings. For reality TV personalities, however, even the most personal events can quickly become public spectacles. When fans of 1,000 Pounds Sisters began discussing Amanda's wedding online, reactions were mixed. Some viewers congratulated her and expressed excitement about seeing another happy moment for the Slaton family. Social media threads soon filled with comments criticizing aspects of the wedding. Some users discussed the event's appearance, while others speculated about family dynamics visible in photos or clips. A handful of critics even made personal remarks directed at Amanda herself. While reality television personalities are used to public opinions, the volume and tone of the comments reportedly pushed Amanda to respond. Known for her blunt honesty, Amanda Halterman did not remain silent. In social media posts addressing the criticism, Amanda made it clear that she was not going to allow strangers to ruin a milestone moment in her life. She reminded critics that the wedding was about celebrating love and family, not about meeting the expectations of internet commenters. To understand why Amanda's wedding became such a widely discussed topic, it helps to look at the broader story behind the Slaton family's rise to reality TV fame. When 1,000 Pounds Sisters first premiered, the show centered on the weight loss journeys of Amy Slaton and Tammy Slaton. Her interactions with Tammy Slaton have been particularly memorable. Amanda has occasionally confronted Tammy about her health choices, while also offering support during difficult periods. With Amy Slaton, Amanda has often shown a protective side, especially as Amy navigated the challenges of motherhood and divorce. Amanda Halterman, one of the Slaton sisters featured on TLC's 1,000 Pounds Sisters, joined the show in its third season. Her arrival sparked curiosity among viewers about the family dynamics and physical characteristics of the cast members. While Amanda's exact height is not publicly disclosed, she appears to be taller than her sister Amy Halterman. The show primarily focuses on Amy and Tammy Slaton's weight loss journeys, but Amanda's presence adds another dimension to the family narrative. Amanda's own weight loss story is noteworthy. She reportedly underwent bariatric surgery in 2014, well before her appearance on the show, and lost over 300 pounds as a result. This experience likely influenced her decision to join the cast and support her sisters in their health goals. Amanda Halterman joined the cast of 1,000 Pounds Sisters in 2021, bringing her unique perspective and support to her siblings' weight loss journeys. Her no-nonsense attitude and personal experiences with weight loss have made her a fan favorite on the show. Amanda Halterman gained prominence when she became a cast member on 1,000 Pounds Sisters in Season 3. As the half-sister of Amy and Tammy Slaton, Amanda quickly became an integral part of the show's dynamic. Her addition to the series in 2021 sparked curiosity among viewers, who were eager to learn more about the extended Slaton-Halterman family. Amanda's straightforward approach and willingness to confront difficult situations made her a standout personality. Fans appreciated her efforts to motivate Tammy and Amy in their weight loss journeys, often providing tough love and honest feedback. Amanda Halterman has an inspiring weight loss story of her own. She underwent bariatric surgery, which helped her lose approximately half of her body weight. This personal experience allows her to relate to her sister's struggles and offer practical advice. Born into the Slaton family, Amanda's exact age is not widely publicized. She has been open about her personal life on the show, including discussing her divorce during the early seasons of her appearance. Amanda's honesty about her challenges has resonated with viewers, making her a relatable figure on 1,000 Pounds Sisters. Amanda Halterman's physical health and body measurements have been a significant focus of her journey on 1,000 Pounds Sisters. Her stature, weight challenges, and experience with bariatric surgery have all played crucial roles in her story.